Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 0803.
Money Radio, discussing the business of making and spending money.
Private sectors in an authoritative, factual, and analytical manner. And of course, you can see that in the editorial, nurturing unity in Nigeria's diverse tapestry. From that, we move over quickly to page 4, where we have continuation of the headline story, which is Nigeria may face 2024 budget hurdles amid weaker currency. From page 4, we on to page 5, which is unemployment spurs 208.86 billion naira pension account withdrawals in second quarter. Is also on the cover of National Economy. Of course, you want to read and see what the story is all about, all for your pleasure. From page 5 is page 7 now, where we have human resource page. Human resource page is talking about motivating staff with holiday bonus in festive period. Motivating staff with holiday bonus in festive period. Of course, this Yuletide season, December, so much this holiday, and then of course for companies, private, government, you may want to motivate your staff so that you can get that best result out of them. So find out how you can motivate your staff with holiday bonus in this festive period. From page 7, the next port of call, is on page 10. Page 10 is comments, recreating the experience of fintech startups that didn't get up. Recreating the experience of fintech startups that didn't get up. You may want to find out what the experience of fintech is as you read more on this. From that page 10, we move over to page 12 of the paper, where we have Nigerian economy. The Nigerian economy is on the ailing A3s. Economic toil of Nigeria's deteriorating roots. Economic toil of Nigeria's deteriorating roots is also one of the leading stories on the cover of national economy. And of course, many people are saying that the economic hardship being experienced today is also Nigeria's deteriorating roots is also a contributing factor, which adds up to the prices of foodstuffs at the end of the day by these drivers. From there, we move over to page 12, we move over to page 13. Page 13, though, is a comment, talks about leadership in the hybrid workplace, how to lead high-performing hybrid teams effectively. You may want to find out how to do that as you read more on this. From that, we move over to the page 15, where we have Money Guard. Money Guard is also a staple on national economy. Money Guide today is talking about the composition roles of the MPC. MPC means Monetary Policy Committee, set up by the Central Bank of Nigeria, Nigeria's Apex Bank. Composition roles of the MPC. For those are wondering what is MPC, this is a short guide to you to find out the composition and the roles of the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank. You have to find out more. It's a must read. From that, we move over to page 17. Page 17 is the technology page. Technology page today is on boosting submarine cable capacity in Nigeria. Boosting submarine cable capacity in Nigeria is on technology page. These are national economy has so many interesting pages and topics that you want to follow up on so that you can develop that manpower. From page 17, we move over to page 19, talking about energy. Energy is the main wire and the mainstay of the economy. And today's energy page is talking about no clues yet as cooking gas price escalates. Is also one of the cover stories on the cover of this week's national economy. No clues yet as cooking gas price escalates. Though the federal government did say it was going to intervene in the issue of waiving off tax and VAT so that to bring down the price. But today's energy on national economy says no clues yet as cooking gas price escalates. But Nigerians and consumers actually and Nigerians are folding their arms and watching to see how it will all end up. From page 19, we move over to quickly to feature. Let's just quickly see page 21. Page 21 says appraising the nexus between cybersecurity and robust digital economy. And from that page 21, we actually move over to the agribusiness. As you can see, there's so much to read on national economy, so many different sectors that you want to tune into to read more on. Agribusiness says how aquatic animal health strategy can support development in fishery sector. How aquatic animal health strategy can support development in fishery sector. That is on agribusiness, page 22 of the national economy, which takes us quickly to the concluding page, and that is the back page, the analyst. The analyst today is on the Matthew effect and Nigeria's economic struggles. The Matthew effect and Nigeria's economic struggles, a tale of inequality and strife. Of course, you want to read more on this back page, the analyst. These are all we being offered to this week on national economy, your weekly business paper. And of course, that brings us to the end of this first segment of the show, Money Radio. Don't forget, second segment is still on, where we're talking about the increase in airfares and especially traffic to the passengers that are going to the southeastern part of the country. You want to miss out, just stay tuned as we bring you the second part of the program. My name is Winifred Ubebo. See you on the other side. Bye.
Discussing the business of making and spending money.
Because today's edition is on the aviation sector. With me to throw more light on today's topic is our Lagos correspondent aviation sector, Yusuf Babalola. And with me in the studio is also an in-house correspondent, AGK. My name is Winifred Ubebo, your host on the program. AGK, it's a pleasure to have you on the program. Yusuf Babalola, I hope you are there.
Yeah,
Today's topic, we are
I'm there.
looking
Good
at
afternoon.
Yuletide, why Airfares Skyrocket as return tickets hit over 533,600 naira. Yes, you've got it right. Air return tickets to southeastern part of the country is now over 500,000 naira for air passengers that are going to various destinations in the southeastern part of the country. Now, Yusuf Babalola, you are in Lagos monitoring events as they unfold. What is the situation on ground right now as we speak? Yusuf.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. The situation has not changed. We are still where we are, and in fact, it will still have to go up. The fare will still has to go up. Yeah, the fare will go up because this is a peak period for airlines. This is the time they make their money. By January, February, they will have drop in sales. While in December, mostly on that route, that is when they make their money. So the thing is, air passengers should breeze up for more. Those who have not booked their ticket, they should expect it may hit 700,000. Yes, it's possible the ticket may hit 700,000. But also need to know that reason why we are having this is not far-fetched. It's because of the state of the economy, dollar crisis, A1 crisis, and even most recently is trapped funds. So these are the contributory factors to why we have that astronomical increase in the fare. And we also know that it's also advisable for you to go by air than for you to travel by road, which you may be kidnapped. So, or let me just use the word insecurity. Don't let me use the word kidnap because it's not only kidnapping that is a crime that is happening. Other crimes are happening, on land. So that has made land traveling practically impossible for politically exposed people. So if you are politically exposed and they know you are a rich businessman, it will not be advisable for you to go through the road because the road is not safe for you. So the only place that is safe, you would rather say, okay, let me use 500,000 naira for my return ticket from my place to the village if I have a need to travel than my family or me coughing out 20 million, 10 million to pay ransom when kidnapped. And on the road, a lot of things happen during the festive period. So insecurity also contributed to it. Insecurity contributed to it as well. So that is why we are where we are.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, if I get you right, you're talking about the inflows of passengers to the southeastern part of the country, which is contributory to this high skyrocketing airfare. Now, I also want to ask you, what about the issue of Jet A1? Because that has always been the problem, the unavailability and high price too, high cost of Jet A1 for airplanes. What happens to that aspect? Is it well taken care of? Because we also heard recently from Dangote that Jet A1 and kerosene, they are going to be available unlike petrol. So what happens to that aspect?
Yes, like I mentioned during my introduction, I said Jet A1 is also a contributory factor. Now, how much was Jet A1 January 2022? How much is Jet A1 now? Jet A1 January 2022 cannot be more than, I think, 300 or 400 naira per liter. Sorry, January 2023. Now, Jet A1 is close to 1,000 naira. how much was dollar in January 2023? Dollar cannot be more than, in January 2023, should not be more than 400, or let's even say 500 maximum in the black market. The black market. Now, dollar in the black market is about 1,170 or 1,200. So these are the contributory factors. And, aviation is dollar-based. If you want to buy your spare, the least spare for you to purchase is in dollars. And nobody will give you dollar in the official market. You have to go to the parallel market to get. So these are also contributory. So now Dangote has said he's going to bring Jet A1. Yes, fine. That'll be fine. It will also work because now the freight is out of it. And the landing cost charge at the port is also out of it. But we should have in the back of our mind that when Dangote sells, Dangote will also be selling at international market price. The only difference is the fact that the freight is out of it, and also the port cost is also out of it. Now, Jet A1 in January, probably 400 naira per liter, close to 1,000 naira now. Definitely the price will go up. So those are the contributory factors. Dangote is coming up, it's fine, it's good, but what will be out is the cost of freighting and the port cost, which to me, I believe is still insignificant. So until we are able to work on the exchange rate, the price will continue to go up.
Okay. Now, Yusuf, I want to find out from you, this Skyrocket airfare, is it only affecting southeastern zone of the country, or it reflects on other zones too?
Currently, it is astronomically high on the southeastern route. In other routes, it's still fairly okay. Fairly okay. How do I mean? If you book ahead, and another thing about aviation is this. Like one of the expert I spoke with said, he said on this same 533,000 or even 600, let's say 550,000 naira, those who will pay 50,000 naira, for instance, will still have people that will pay 120, 200, 200,000 on that same route. What's the difference? The difference is booking ahead. Aviation, traveling all over the world, you plan your travel. You are going for Christmas. Nothing stops you from booking your ticket from January. I mean probably from maybe October, September, October. Even if you book your ticket in January, nobody will hold it against you. At least ticket is 12 months. Time is a year. If you book a ticket, it's valid for 1 year. So you can decide, okay, next year, I don't know what the price will be. Let me book my ticket in January for my traveling in December. Nobody will hold it against you. But so in traveling, air travelers should also learn to book ahead. Now, if you are traveling tomorrow, if you book today, anywhere in the world, the price is going to go up. It will be up. But if you book like a week, 2 weeks, 2 months ahead of your travel, then you have a very fair price. But the question you asked now on other routes, yes, they are slightly okay, not as astronomical as we are on Southeast route. Now, a check on Lagos to Abuja now, with 150,000 naira on Lagos to Abuja, you have a return ticket to 200,000 naira. Yes, 200,000 naira. You have a return to you can book a return ticket to Abuja, even Port Harcourt. You can get a return ticket to Port Harcourt with 200,000 naira. Even Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, all these other routes. But the routes that are not so expensive now are the northern flank. The northern flank, they are not too expensive now. They are slightly moderate.
However, amidst this skyrocketing increase on return tickets to southeastern part of the country, many Nigerians have been playing a piece saying that charity ought to begin at home. But in this case, he is not doing that. Do you share in that thought?
Well, Airpiece is a business to make money. No, Airpiece is not only if you want to go that route. Airpiece is not the only southeastern person operating in the industry. United Nigeria Airline is also being owned and run by a southeasterner. It's from Anambra. In fact, in the last Anambra election,
However,
it was a
Airpiece is, however, Airpiece is being played because of the role it has been playing so far, going, outside the country, South Africa, we had Sudan going to ferry stranded Nigerians. And of course, Nigerians are saying, why can't he also crash prices, given the fact that he is also from this Southeast zone?
Okay. I'm with you. The man is. I'm not speaking for him.
Okay,
I'm not speaking for Airpiece. I'm not speaking for Airpiece. But what I know is Airpiece Allen Onyema is a businessman. That's number one. Number two is what he did was because they were stranded. Those who are going for anything they are going for during the Yuletide season are not stranded. If you can't afford it, you can go by road. There's an alternative. I'm not speaking for him though, but he's a businessman and he's in business to make money. He's getting dollar at 1,200, for instance, and there are people asking him to crash his price. If he should go out of the business, these same Nigerians that will say his business model was wrong. Is wrong. So I don't know what I'm saying. So the man is in business to make money. He's not in business. He's not running charity. And okay, if you should go out of the country to ferry Nigerians, it is not what he does. He's not doing it every time. It is only when circumstance, bring up that. People go to the southeast. It's not on humanitarian ground. What doing that was purely on humanitarian ground. But this is not humanitarian ground. There is no crisis in the southeast, so he's not taking his plane there to bring people. This is his business. So, and the rate at which airlines are going down in Nigeria in the last in the last 25 years, airlines that have gone down in Nigeria should be over 30. That has gone down, and it's not because of anything. It's due to poor management as well, and poor record keeping, poor corporate governance. So if you decide to say I want to crash price because I'm from the southeast route, then I don't think he's doing himself a favor.
All right, thank you so much. I think we are having hiccups there in the network. Yusuf, and of course, if Yusuf, you are still there, I want to also throw this question open to you and the AGK. Do you see Nigerians, that is passengers, now taking alternative routes, damning the consequences of road travels?
Well, I think what Yusuf, network was disturbing. What he was trying to explain about that issue of alternative route, because of the insecurity situation.
Yes, I know, but
the high cost, I have a different opinion anyway. The high cost of tickets now is basically because of the festival. That is why we are talking about Southeast. Majority of the Christians are from that part of the country, and they travel a lot during this period. And even it was during Eid or any Salah celebration, you see that the traffic will be in the northern part of the country. So that is why we're having this situation. Now, because of the fear of kidnapping, people will not go by road. He was talking about politically exposed persons. You don't expect a politician or somebody who is rich going from Lagos to Enugu or to where. You risk traveling bad roads, the long hours and everything just because of 500,000. And if you're kidnapped, you pay 20, 30 million naira. So people will still travel if they have to travel. But what I've seen is that we are going to have a situation where so many people will not travel. People who don't have any reason, who just wanted to go and see their people, will relax and be safe at home. Even in Abuja, so many people are saying it already, that instead of risking it, Abuja to Lokoja is a problem now. The kidnappings there are happening almost every day.
Yes.
So people are saying, instead of going and taking the risk, I don't have money to fly, spending all this money just to go and come back, they will just stay at home, send their people money at home, and they will rest. The festival is just 1 week to come and go. So what I'm saying is that we'll have a situation where this whole thing will reduce traveling. The few people who must travel will fly. The people who have the money, the people who will go by road will still go and risk it. At the end of the day, whatever happens. Now, about the airfare, why I say I have different opinion is that I don't really believe. Yusuf, I'm sure he will check it back later.
Yeah. Yusuf,
This issue
has he logged in?
This issue of jet.
No, I'm with you.
started since
I'm
last
with you.
year. It wasn't the case of this year.
Yes.
It has always been high. So jet one has always been between 800 and 1,000. Now, you have a situation where your pricing, as at last month, there was a guy that was traveling. He said there were 3 on the plane from Enugu to Abuja.
In
3.
the whole plane.
Yes, because the thing was 250,000 naira. So people, you're pricing yourself out of the market.
Out of the market.
Because you see that, okay, inflation, the major problem we're having is just inflation. The naira that you have 70,000, as at this time last year, we're into 70,000 one way.
Nice.
The 70,000 is useless now. Now, the issue of dollar, that's why I wanted to ask him that question. You know, we need to understand why dollar play a key role in this. This is aviation. Aviation is an international business. So, because a layman now will say somebody is moving from Nigeria to Nigeria, you are saying dollar. These aircraft are maintained abroad. They are not maintained in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So these people operating it, they need the dollar to go and maintain their aircraft. Now, Nigeria don't have dollar to give them. We have some issues of trap funds. You know about that?
Yes, I do.
So these guys are now using this festival period to increase the fare. By the time I collect 530,000 for you going and coming, I can go to the black market and buy my dollar without feeling it. Instead of waiting
now we are
for
seeing
CPI.
the underlying factor just.
So that is why you see why they are increasing the fare. They don't care again because they know that CBN dollar will not come. Now, at least for now, because the issue, we have some pending for years now.
Yes.
So they must use this opportunity. People must travel. We increase it. We collect it now. We have enough money to buy dollar, maintain our aircraft, and be in business. That's why I was talking about Airfares being in business. Airfares needs to be in business. Airfares buy new planes. It doesn't buy second-hand planes. And they buy 20. You need money to maintain them. These aircraft, after a while, you take them abroad for maintenance.
Wow.
And when you go abroad, you need money to make. So you can imagine the amount of dollar. Each aircraft sometimes you take $10,000 to $20,000 to maintain, depending on what you want to do. And you have about 20, 40 airplanes on your business. So that is the
in
issue.
essence, AGK, you are saying that this is a calculated attempt to reap and
It's
reap
not
from the
rather
season.
to reap. It's just
to
a
make
business.
gains.
Yes, to business opportunity where you now see opportunity to make back some money you have lost over time due to other factors. Like the Jet A1 can come in, the inflation, especially inflation, because the value of money has changed over time, and other issues surrounding that. And you need to be in business.
No, if like what you just said, that maybe some at the alternative, some passengers who were intended passengers may decide to not travel. Now, what happens to the economic activities in the southeastern zone during this season, Yuletide season?
You know, the good thing is that we just passed through a period, 2020, 2021. We had COVID, we had lockdown. A lot of people remained where they were. And we saw that Nigeria did not collapse. The world did not, nothing happened. Now we are having a tough time. Manage your resources. Economic situations there. People in the South issue enjoy themselves. People in Abuja, in Lagos, enjoy yourself there. Maintain your status quo for now. After a while, if things pick up, you can afford to travel. Definitely, it's going to affect how people celebrate in the Southeast. Definitely, because sometimes some villages from 20th, people are still trooping in. That means more businesses for the people in the village, more activities, everything. Definitely it will affect it. Though some people will still travel, but it's going to affect it. So, but we just have to understand that even the federal government is going through a lot. Everybody is going through it. Civil servants. Fuel subsidy removal changed everything. It was the game changer. From that May up until this moment, some people have lost their jobs. Some people have died. Some things are so hard that what you just need to do is to navigate this period, be alive, and see what the future has in stock for you. So we just have to manage.
Thank you so much. Now, going forward again, do you think more airlines are needed in the aviation sector to take care of these seasonal hiccups we always experience, especially during Yuletide?
I think it's not an issue of more airlines. I think it's just an issue of more of the ones we have targeting this route. Because what happens is that we have monopoly.
Yes.
Airpeace, United Nigeria Air, and a few go this route. In fact, I think in a way it's
What
just
about
one.
Ibom Air? Does
Ibom Air goes
go?
mainly to Akwa Ibom. And I don't know whether it goes to Enugu or Imo, but I know about Akwa Ibom. Now, when you have more of these foreign airlines, that's why they talk about this wet list planes. Wet list simply means you do partnership with a foreign airline. They bring their crew. They come, they collect their money, they go. They give you percentage for using your route. So if you have them now, you will not have issue of dollar or no dollar. They are coming in with their airline, with their crew and everything. They will come, they'll move passenger from Lagos to Enugu, they'll collect their money, they'll change to dollar, they'll move and pay the airline they're partnering with. So when you have that situation of more wet list planes going to that route during Christmas period, if you have 10 airlines going to a particular route,
Yes, of course.
there is no way somebody will
It
wake
will
up
crash down.
and put the price as 500,000.
It
If
will
you
be
put
absurd. You'll be on
500,000,
your
some
own.
people put 300. People will go for the 300,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
So, but why you are having this situation is that when you say, okay, I don't want to go with Airpeace, for instance, you have just one option or two.
Nice United.
And when you go, the issue is that when you go, they are all filled up. You have to travel. That is the key point he raised, and that is part of this. What can you do to prevent it in future? You must have to learn how to book ahead. That's one of the major things about airline. If you're traveling by December, you can book from January. Ticket expires in 12 months. If you don't want 6 months, June, July, you book. If you book ahead, you get it at a cheaper rate because they use your money to do business till you travel.
You want to travel.
Then also you have to also learn to look at other options. If you are going to Enugu and it's 530,000 going and coming, and you have a plane that can drop you in Owerri, for example, and that one is 200,000 or 150 just going, you can go to Owerri.
But are you also
And
going
go by
going
road.
by road that you are trying to avoid
But
some?
the situation,
mishaps.
the problem with Nigeria is two main. When you run from air, maybe if you jam insecurity on the road or bad road, accident and all these things. So there is really nothing we can do for now except to hope and just wish that at least one aspect. Had it been we don't have this security problem, so many people will travel by road and damn the consequences of the bad road.
Yes.
They will go with their big hill losses and they will go by road. But that insecurity is even more riskier than
It's more riskier than
the prices of
Exactly.
airfare.
The fear of being kidnapped has become the beginning of wisdom for many Nigerians who rather prefer air travel to road travel. Now, just before we go, I don't know if Yusuf, are you back?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here with you.
So, last word from you, Yusuf. What can be done to sanitize the aviation sector and make air traveling a lovable and enjoyable experience for Nigerians?
Yeah, I think Ejike he spoke he has spoken intelligently. I think one of it is that, like you said, we are expecting Jet A1 from Dangote Refinery. It's going to bring down the price of Jet A1. That's definitely is absolutely sure. That's number one. Number two, government should make foreign exchange available to these people in through the official window. I know it's not easy, but because they are very, very important in in moving the economy. Aviation moves the economy. So they should make foreign exchange available to them to solve their problem. Even if it's not going to be 100%, probably 50 or 60%, government should make it available for them. That's number two. Number three, people should plan ahead. Plan your travel ahead, because during the festive season, this is when they make the bulk of their money in the year. By January, February, March, this big money they are collecting, they will pay for it. I can assure you, because traveling is going to be very, 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 very low. Traveling will start picking by April, May, January, February, March. There is no way they won't pay for this. So they use December to make their money. to make their money. So, like I said, the government should make forex available to them. The coming up of Dangote refinery will also be of tremendous help.
Yes.
And
Thank you
lastly,
so much.
investment in the sector. And also, sorry, please, before I go, the government should also look at the taxes. The taxes these people, these airline operators are paying is also high. That is why IATA said in their last, they said in their meetings, in their meeting, that Lagos and Abuja is the most expensive airport in the world, if not in the world, maybe in Africa. So it is yes, in the world. It is for instance, in Doha, they have the best airport in the world. If you want to park your aircraft, you pay $44. In Nigeria, with our this our poor facility, they are charging $100 to park an aircraft. So most of these aircraft, they leave Nigeria and park in other countries, in other neighboring countries. So these are also part of the things that are making these things to go up. Government should also look at the tax system in our airport. The taxes on these people is getting, yes, the taxes is getting too much, and definitely they will push it to the final consumers.
Yes.
Definitely, because they are in business to make money.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a time that the government is talking about creating an enabling business environment. Of course, federal government needs to look into it because just like Yusuf Babalola said, the aviation sector is heavily taxed. Well, with that, we've come to the end of today's morning radio. We've been talking on skyrocketing airfares as airfare return ticket hits over 533,600 naira. And with me to share more light on that has been our energy correspondents from Lagos, Yusuf Babalola and AGK and in-house here in Abuja. My name is Winifred Ogbebo. Until we have another segment of the program on aviation, I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.
Hello, I'm with you.